This thing right here has got me feeling heckin' whimsical, y'all. I bought it for my sister's birthday, but I gave it to her a bit early as a way to de-stress and stop doom scrolling on her phone. We ended up building it as a joint project, a team building type deal, you know? And now I want to do nails to match. So here's my proof of concept, cute little ladybug that I saw online. I got double inspired by some nails on TikTok, but I can't find the original post that I'm taking inspo from, but if you just search leaf nails with bugs, they all look pretty identical. Green leaf base, bug on top. I left my middle finger plain so we could do it together. If you're wondering if I'm flipping you off, I am. Hope that helps. As always, I'm using Goy polish, starting off with the only green in the kit. I do 2 layers to make it opaque. I could have just done 1. These gels are medium thick consistency with good coverage and level out so incredibly well, but I'm sculpting on top and I don't want any patchiness, so that's why I do 2 layers. I then take a yellow, never thought I'd do that, on a thin, I think 8mm brush, and I do faint lines down the length of the nail. Longer the brush, the easier the line does make. To make the veins, I alternate between long and short lines to give the nail some dimension and make it look more lively and busy, adding in some offshoots to them for a more natural look. Honestly, just a clean nail like this is an option. We could stop here, but I want to dirty up the perimeter a bit so it looks like it just rained and got some dirt on it. So I mix a bit of brown and black and dab it around the edge. You can go heavy-handed here because before we cure it, we're going to go back in with some isopropyl alcohol and a clean brush and go back over what we just put down to break it up a bit. Cure that, slap on a matte top coat, and then I'm whipping out some solid nail glue from Goy, rolled it into little balls off screen because for some reason you took my table and forced me to do this over a blanket, and these will be our water droplets. I very much so loved using the solid nail glue for this. It just gave it a more rounded, more full look than layering top coat on top of it. So I'm already a huge fan of these, but I'm going to go further and start in reverse with my pinky nail by drilling some holes with the thinnest, sharpest bit I own. I am scared of it, but that's not good because it can sense fear. But this is an apology for my last video, only a third of it uploaded, and there's many reasons that can happen. If your device is old, low on power, the file is too big, software is not up to date, apps are not up to date, or your Wi-Fi is bad, those things can all contribute to partial uploads, and I have all of those things. Sextuple homicide, it's pretty bad. My laptop is 7 years old and now retails for $300 to $400 and is perpetually at 0%. Once those holes are drilled, I'm using a black gel and painting the inside of the hole for some depth. I did also shove a top coat into the holes, and that's basically the pinky done. Pretty easy. What's not easy was making this little lady. I prepped it the night before because we are not doing that in one sitting. Ugh. In an attempt to make it look less real, I gave her 6 legs instead of 8, and to my ball-clenching horror, it didn't help at all. I still thought that it was going to drag me out of bed to feed her children when I rolled over for a sip of water and forgot that I put her next to my cup. Anyways, I'm using 3D art gel from Goy to stick her on because I don't have any nail glue yet. And if you've never used a 3D gel, it's awful. No, I'm joking. Actually, I'm really not. It does not move or level out. It stays frozen forever. It feels light and airy, like it has no substance, and it's incredibly difficult to manipulate. It holds its shape very well, like it does its job. But if you touch it, it really reminds me of water. Like if you don't get it right the first time, it's less of a headache to just wipe it off and try again instead of trying to correct it. Anyways, I'm putting down half pearls to mimic the look of egg sacs, and it's working disturbingly well. I used small, medium, and large sizes for some variation, and now she's a single mom who works 2 jobs and who loves her kids and never stops. And I salute her for that. Next is the most questionable nail. I drilled 2 holes because I'm going to do a worm, and I want it to look like it's going into the nail, like it ate its way through and came out the other side. I used the solid nail glue once more, and it definitely wasn't the worst thing I've sculpted in terms of difficulty, but the smaller I go, the more clumsy I feel with my big meaty claws. Also, I propose a question to you. Do worms have teeth? The answer is a no. They have a gizzard like birds. Isn't that mind-blowing? That's why they eat things that are already decaying, because they rely on other things to break down food for them, and then they ingest soil and grit to help them grind it down further. Like, that's crazy. Mad respect for worms. I paint him pink, like worms tend to be, and then decide that's enough. And now we're moving on to the last nail, because it's a worm. There's not much to do. Now it's eyeball time. I do a vague lemon shape with some white gel to make the base of the eye. I follow it up with the same green I used for the nail base to make the iris, which is the eye color. And go in with some green cat eye to give it some more depth. And then I pop in that pupil. Dome it with some gel, slap on 2 wormy dealy things on the top and bottom to make some eyelids, paint that green, and then top coat it with the matte coat. And we're done. This was a fun one. My favorite was the spider, ladybug, and worm in that order specifically. And honestly, I won't lie, I always thought that if a ladybug had teeth, it would be blunt human teeth and they would grind up food like cows. I told my sister that and she was horrified because she was pinched by one once. They have mandibles. I know, I'm sad too. Like I wanted it to be teeth. Anyways, what was your favorite nail? And why was it the spider? That's all I wrote. Like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. We listen and we judge here, but we're nice about it. Have a good day and night wherever you are, whenever you are, and I'll see you when I see you.